Hello, today I'm going to show you how I'm scanning my negatives, both 35mm and medium format negatives. And I'm going to share with you what equipment I need and then step by step how it is happening. So let's first start with equipment. One of the most important things for my scanning process is the Digitalizer Plus from Lomography, which is it's practically a light box, but it has all these things to make your life easier. So for a 35mm film, you put your negative through here, and then you turn this to advanced and move it, and you take a photo with either the digital camera or a mobile phone. And then if you want to scan a medium format film, you have to remove this, and you put your medium format film through here, and you take a photo again. So this is the first thing. If you don't have this, or if you don't want to waste your money on this thing, you can simply have a light box and put your negative on the top and something to hold it, and take a photo with a digital camera or a mobile phone. The next thing I need to use is a camera to do this, and in my case I use the Fujifilm X100F. If I want to scan a 35mm film, I also add the lens to make it closer, which is the TCL adapter, so it can move closer to me and I can have a maybe better resolution in the final image, because as I will show you, the image is quite small the way I'm doing it. And then what I need, of course, is a medium format film and a 35mm film. So, not to forget, I also need a tripod so I can attach the camera on it and keep it stable. I will set up my equipment for the 35mm scan, and I will tell you what are my settings on the camera. So this is how my setting looks. I have the digitalizer with the film, the light open, and my camera on the top. My settings in the camera, I set the aperture to 11 to be sure that the image will be sharp, because it's just a small area, so the wider the focus area, the better it is. ISO to 200 usually, and then I'm also setting timer to 2, so when I click to take the photo, not to make any movement. Image to fine, because I need a JPEG. Across simulation, so I can get a black and white image. And also photometry to the spot, so I'm sure that I'm measuring only for this area. And I think these are all my settings. And then I take the image, I try to move it a little to be as aligned with the image, so it makes my life later easier. And that's it. Okay, this is my setting now for the medium format. As you can see, I have removed the extra things and have only the things needed for the medium format, and I have also removed the lens, the extension, because I don't need it. And the image is again like that, similar settings as before, and I'm taking a photo. And that's it. So the next step now is to open the files in Photoshop Elements, because that's what I have, and show you what I need to do there before I have the final scan. So now the next step is I have my image on open with Photoshop Element. First I have to crop, and I put no restriction, because I cannot have a specific size for the scan. Then once I select this, I have to invert the image, and then I usually do the levels, correct the levels. And sometimes I'm also brightness, I give it some more contrast. So I'm saving this image and I will show you also like a larger one in the screen. And then I'm going to the other image, which is the 35mm scan. Following the same steps. I will show you also this one in the screen now to see it bigger. And that's it. Hello again. So today I have gone through with you through the steps I'm following to scan my negatives. Uh, it's mainly to show you how easy it is to do it. It's nothing super complicated, and it can save you some money in long term. And I think there is a pleasure in doing these things yourself, and you can have more control on what you're doing. I think we care more for our negatives when we do it like ourselves than somebody externally. The only problem is that possibly this cannot give you the resolution to print large, very large prints, but with what I did I can have a decent postcard size prints, and in the next video possibly I will show you also how I do this also at home with a postcard size printer. And the other thing is to let you know is that follow the steps for black and white films because that's mainly what I'm using. You can do the same thing if you have color negatives. The only difference is possibly when you do the inversion, you have to also color correct in Photoshop Elements, and sometimes this can be a little tricky. But it's possible because I also did this one, and I think more or less that's what I wanted to say to you. With you, I think also it's like it's a pleasure to do, as I say, to be able to do all these things yourself, because for me at least it makes me more independent and more enjoying more every step of the process. So have a good day. If you like what you saw today, subscribe in the channel. Also, if you like the video, click like, and if you want to make a comment or a thought or anything else, feel free to do it below or send an email. Have a good day. Bye.